Hi, Prosperity Team. It's Dr. Money. I'm coming to you from the prosperity corner of the universe. I want to talk about flow. You've heard the saying, go with the flow. And when we think about flow, we mean that our ideas are not too concretized, that we want to move in this ongoing flow of life. But I'm saying if we're standing beside a dam, we're not going to be able to go with the flow, because the flow won't be flowing and we won't be flowing. In order to go with the flow, we have to flow. So if you think about the flow as a river, then you got to be floating in the river. You can be standing like a post in the river. So what is it that moves us from this kind of this standing, trying to protectively keep ourselves dry in the middle of a river? How can we let go and go with the flow? Well, you already know some of the answers, but certainly gratitude is one of the ways to begin to move with our flow, because gratitude moves us out of this fear perspective, and gratitude moves us into a more energetic flow. But I think it's bigger than that. I think that we have to do something with our lives, that we have to have meaning and purpose. Now, I don't think life has a meaning. I think that we give life meaning when we go inside and we find what is in us that we have to give to ourselves and to our lives, that enhances our lives, that makes it go. It's not the thing that we have to do for a living, it's the thing we have to do for a loving life. There are things that we need to do. When is the last time that you were filled with enthusiasm and expectancy for life? Well, if it's today, then you're probably in the flow and doing the right things. But even the most flowy people, we all get those times in which we're stagnant and we don't know what to do. So I'm going to tell you a few things that I do in order to get my flow going. One of the things I do is I doodle. I just get a pen and paper and just doodle. And it never fails. If I'm creatively doodling, it seems to unstick my life. I clean out drawers. That helps me unstick my life. I garden. It helps me unstick my life. And so what is happening? What it does is that when we move on to something that we enjoy doing, it moves us away from the fear, because we're fear-based, and that's why we're protecting ourselves by just playing it safe. But we have to have courage to live the life that we want to live, courage to live a life of meaning. So are we courageous enough to live a life that we've designed, that we enjoy, without asking permission from anyone else? Because when we do, then what we have done is we've unleashed the door to infinite abundance, creativity, ideas. I'm not saying this pays the bills, but what happens is that when we get in a receptive and excited mode, we start having intuitive ideas. If we need a job, we start having ideas of who we need to contact, or there's these synchronistic things that happen. Now, this is not all the time, because there are going to be times that we're shut down and nothing works. That is a part of life. And to pretend that it's not and try to smear positive over everything, that's not realistic. But that doesn't mean that there are not these times that we can grab our lives by the coattails and we can create something that's generous and compassionate and loving and wonderful. And that is abundant living. So do you have the courage to do what it is that you want to do today that allows that happiness to surface? This is Dr. Money, and I hope you've had a wonderful day. And let's end with just a few deep breaths. And as we breathe in, we receive, and as we breathe out, we give. As we breathe in, may I be happy and abundant, and we breathe out, may all beings be happy and abundant. As I breathe in, may I be at peace, and as we exhale, may all beings be at peace. It's a wonderful thought. And remember, for sure, that I love you.